Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Jenkins. So I'm going to be your lab instructor for this summer course for Biology 109, which is Biology of the Human Organism. Yay! All right, so you may not be that excited about it, but it's not going to be so bad. Okay? So here's a little introduction to the lab. So you're going to have Dr. Kelly for lecture, and you're going to have me for lab. So I just wanted to introduce myself. Hello, Dr. Jenkins, and talk a little bit about, very quickly, how the lab is going to run for this summer course. Are you ready? Okay, so there is one Blackboard page for lecture with Dr. Kelly, and then there's a separate Blackboard page for lab with me. Okay, so all of the lab material is going to be posted, and each week we're going to have several labs to go over. Sometimes there'll be 2 labs a week, sometimes there'll be 3, and I think one week we have 4 labs. It's just how the lecture material goes, and it's just how the cookie crumbles. So just pay attention to the lab syllabus so you'll see what we're doing each week and plan accordingly. For each of the labs, everything you need to know is going to be posted on our lab Blackboard page, okay? This lab is not meeting at a certain time on Zoom. I just think it's easier for you to have the material and have access to the videos, and then you can do the lab material whenever it fits into your schedule that week. So I repeat, we are not meeting at a certain time on Zoom for lab. The material will be posted on Blackboard with videos, and you can go through them anytime that fits in your schedule, and you can also go through them more than once if you like. Now, I will be available to schedule a Zoom call if you have questions. So you can email me with questions, but if you'd rather talk face-to-face, quote unquote, I'm happy to set up a Zoom call. So just email me, say, hey, Dr. J, I have a lot of questions. Can we meet on Zoom? Yeah, sure, let's set it up. So for each lab, you'll see material on Blackboard, and it'll say, okay, lab number 1 is scientific method. And then there will be a link to a YouTube video. So I have a YouTube channel, and all of my videos for this course and my other courses are on there. So for each lab, you'll see a link to my YouTube channel for a video where I go through the material and I go through exactly what you need to know. So you'll watch the video. There will usually be a Word document posted along with it, so you can see the material written in a Word document, and then you can listen and see me talking about it on the video. So for each lab, there'll be a link to a YouTube video, and there'll be kind of a lab sheet you can follow along with. And then for each week, there will be a lab assignment, which is basically just you answering questions about the labs. All right? So for each week, we'll have either 2, 3, or 4 labs, and then you'll go through the labs, you'll watch the videos, you can follow along on the Word document. And then for that week, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 labs, there will be a lab assignment on Blackboard that you'll download, fill out, and then return to me via email. Also, each week, there will be a lab quiz on Blackboard. And that quiz will include multiple choice, sometimes labeling, but that's it. So let's review. You have me for lab, and you have Dr. Kelly for lecture. For the lab, each week we'll be covering several labs. It's a 6-week course. Either for each week we cover 2 labs, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. Excuse me. I want to point out that the 6th week of class, there's no labs. And I have that scheduled that way on purpose so that you can focus on your lecture material for your final exam. So we really have only 5 weeks worth of lab material. I'm sweating in here. I'm not sure if you can see it, Either it's hot or I'm just getting that excited. Probably a combination of both. So for each week, you'll watch the lab videos, and then there's 2 things due each week. So for the 5 weeks that we have lab material, there are 2 things due. You'll have a lab assignment where you'll answer questions about the labs and you'll email that to me. And then you will do an online quiz. Details about the quiz will be posted on Blackboard. You can only have 1 attempt at each quiz. They're usually about 25 questions, multiple choice, maybe some fill-in, maybe some labeling. So that's it, folks. 5 weeks worth of lab. You'll watch the videos. Each week we have lab. Those first 5 weeks, you have 2 things due. A lab assignment that you'll fill out the answers, email it to me, and then a lab quiz through Blackboard. Now here's the last thing. Everything is going to be due to me each week, Saturday by midnight. Okay? I'm going to say this again and again and again. I'm going to tell you in emails. I'm going to put it on Blackboard, underline, bold, highlight. Your lab assignment and your lab quiz must be completed or handed in to me by each Saturday at midnight. I do not take late assignments, not even a minute late. So don't wait to send your lab assignment to me at 11:58 on Saturday night, because who knows, maybe it gets lost in the webosphere. So plan ahead. Everything is due to me each Saturday by midnight. I do not take late assignments. How the schedule works out with Dr. Kelly and with lecture is that for the first week, the lab material will be available starting on Monday, and then you'll have Monday up until Saturday at midnight to look at the material, do the lab assignment, take the quiz. That's week 1. From then on, the lab material will be available starting Tuesday, and you'll have from Tuesday to Saturday to do it. The reason I do it this way is because Dr. Kelly has her lecture exams available Sunday and Monday. So this way you can focus on lecture exams and assignments Sunday, Monday, and then that means that you can do your lab between Tuesday and Saturday. Everything's going to be on Blackboard. I'm here if you have questions. Plan out well. If you have questions, ask me, reach out. It's not going to be as difficult as you might think. I know it's science, so it might be intimidating, but I am here to help you. You just have to reach out and not be afraid to do the work. All right, good luck, folks.